Bill had a problem. His mom had a cabbage patch, and he hated cabbage. In fact, he hated eating anything green. Bill loved his pal Tubbs because he loved the cabbage patch, and he ate all the greens that Bill didn't want.
The deal between the skinny boy and the plump rabbit was so simple, it was stupid. Tubbs would eat what Bill wouldn't. Every night, Bill left the garden gate open so that Tubbs could gobble greens till he burst. And every morning, Bill's mother would weep, "Oh, that wicked rabbit, that bad, bad bunny."
Bill's mother grew tired of the rabbit ruining her garden, so she decided to come up with a way to keep the bunny out. Whatever she did, though, Bill would find a way to get Tubbs into the cabbage patch.
Bill's mother waged war on the rabbit. She fired stinging pebbles at his white tail. So Bill painted it green. She built an electric fence. So Bill airlifted Tubbs over. She even buried rabbit traps in the lawn. So Bill got his finger horribly mashed. With the help of some ketchup, and she dug them all up.
One night, Bill's mother decided to stay up all night looking out for Tubbs, and in the morning, on the table, was the biggest, greenest cabbage ever. Horrified, Bill spent most of the day trying to get rid of the cabbage, kicking it into bushes, calling the police and telling them it was a severed head. But no matter what he did, he couldn't get rid of the thing. There was only one way to get rid of it: Tubbs.
Tucking it under his anorak, Bill pedalled across the cornfield towards his friend's burrow. Harmless enough, you might think, until you remember that A, it was harvest time, B, the corn was high, and C, Bill's legs were all string and weed. It was just bad luck. A case of wrong time, wrong place. Tubbs smelled the cabbage in Bill's anorak and hopped out to eat it. Farmer Popple poured his heart into Elvis. Puny Bill was so tired that he fell asleep in the saddle. Eat, sing, snore. 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 And a slip, slop, sliver of a slice up.
When Bill woke up, he was covered from head to toe in bandages.
You were all over the field.
And when he asked about Tubbs, no one would answer him. When Bill returned home, his mother was shocked to see him eating his greens. Actually, Bill couldn't get enough of it. And in the morning, they got a visit from the doctor.
But later that morning, when the doctor removed Bill's bandages, he turned as white as a sheet. Oh dear, I didn't expect one to take over. What are you talking about? Bill, will you stop that? I'm trying to listen to the doctor. After the accident, Bill and Tubbs were chopped into so many bits, it was hard to tell which bit belonged to who. I just used what I could find to stick Bill back together again. You mean bits of him aren't Bill at all? You mean bits of him are Tubbs? You've got to turn him back. I can't, said the doctor, as Bill bounced out of the French windows into the garden. But he's my son. Not anymore. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Bill is now a rabbit. Bill couldn't understand why his mother was sad. After all, wasn't he doing what she'd always wanted? Wasn't he eating his greens?
I just got that chill down my spine again. The level of what the fuckery in this episode is off the charts. Let me compose myself and explain this shit to you. 1. They foreshadowed the fact that this kid is gonna get chopped the fuck up throughout the whole episode. They play it off like a joke, but him getting his finger severed, him reporting that he found a severed head, is all foreshadowing to the bullshit that's down the road. 2. The scene in which he gets chopped the fuck up by the combine harvester pretty much shows you almost everything. Of course, they do their obligatory censorship, and I use that word lightly because you know what the fuck just happened, okay? It's not a thing where he just got run over by the combine harvester. The first fucking thing you see is a hand of this 10-year-old kid flying at the screen towards you. And then the dust settles and you see the wave of blood just flying everywhere on the combine harvester's blades. This is for children. 3. The thing at the end, in that ending frame. Motherfucker, that is haunting. Why did they think that he needed to be turned and fused with a bunny with his bike handle sticking out his back? Motherfucker, this is for kids! This shit is for kids! Britain, that in the 80s came up with the video nasties, gave this a BAFTA. Best Animation, Best Animated Series. Yep. So, video nasties are bad, but a kid getting chopped up by a combine harvester, that's pretty okay. So, what's the moral? Don't fucking live in Britain if you're a child. Next week we'll tackle Athlete Foot. I need a beer. I just need to get drunk right now.